Good morning, students. So today we will study accountancy subject again, and we have taken the previous class in which we studied the definition of accountancy. Accountancy is the process of recording, classifying, summarizing the financial transactions, and analyzing and interpreting the results and communicating the results to the users. I told you. Then we have started the process of accounting, which is first step is identification of financial transactions and events. Second, measuring the identified transactions. Third is recording. Fourth is classifying. Fifth was summarizing. And I told you that these three steps are also called as bookkeeping. And bookkeeping is the starting part of accounting. Rest of the thing is not included in bookkeeping, which we are going to study today. These are analysis and interpretation. Analysis and interpretation. I told you analysis means to analyze something, to explain, to elaborate, and interpretation means to work out the results. So hope you have purchased the books, T.S. Rewal, page number 1.2, point number 6, analysis and interpretation of the financial data are carried out so that the users of financial data can make a meaningful judgment of the profitability and financial position of the business. As I told you, analysis and interpretation is compulsory to work out the relation between the profits of current year with that of the previous year, to compare the results, to make a meaningful conclusion. For all of these, analysis and interpretation is compulsory. This helps in planning for the future in a better way. With the help of this, we can plan for future in a better way. Seventh is communicating. Communicating means to communicate the results, to send the results to the user. And as I told you, there are many users of accounting information, which are management, employees, and government, and employees, debtors, creditors, banks. These are the users of financial statement because they require information about the organization from their financial statement. Finally, the accounting function involves communicating the financial data, that is financial statement, to its users. What is financial statement? I told you yesterday on the topic summarizing, trial balance, trading and P&L account, and balance sheet. These are known as financial statements of a organization. The accounting information must be provided in time and presented to the user so that appropriate decisions may be taken at right time. So users को अगर time पर accounting information मिलती है तो वो उसकी मदद से decision ले पाएंगे. Next is objectives of accounting. Objectives of accounting means why we study accounts. What is the need of accountancy? So first is maintaining accounting records. The objective of accounting is to record financial transactions and events of the organization in the books of account in a systematic manner following the principles of accountancy. हम accounting records क्यों बनाते हैं? Financial transactions को systematically record करने के लिए और principles of accountancy को follow करते हुए हम बनाते हैं. Second is determining profit or loss. Another objective of accounting is to determine the net result of transactions for a period. हमें उसका net result निकालना है. हमने जो भी transaction करे साल भर में, उनका net result क्या होगा? Profit or loss. So for calculating the profit and loss, we need to prepare accounts. In other words, to determine whether during the accounting period the firm has earned a profit or incurred a loss. For this purpose, a statement called an income statement or the trading and P&L account is prepared. As I told you under summarizing point, trading and P&L account is prepared as a statement. Trading and P&L account is prepared to calculate the profit or loss. We record income and expenses in the trading and P&L account. If income is more than expense, there will be profit. If expense is more than income, there will be loss. Revenues resulting from the transactions of the period are recorded in the credit side and expenses in the debit side. There are two sides in the accountancy, two concepts, debit and credit, that we will study a little bit later. So remember that expenses are debited in P&L account and incomes are credited in P&L account. The difference between the two sides is either profit or loss. As I told you, if income is more, there will be profit. If expenses are more, there will be loss. Third is determining financial position. Another objective of accounting is to determine the financial position. Financial performance and financial position both are different things. Financial performance means profit or loss, and financial position means what the assets and liabilities are there in the business. So it is known as the balance sheet. हमें फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन बिजनेस की कैसे मालूम पड़ती है? उसकी बैलेंस शीट से. फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन of the business is as relevant for the user of financial statement as is the income statement. जितना जरूरी इनकम स्टेटमेंट है उतना ही जरूरी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट भी है. Fourth is facilitating management. Accountancy helps management, it facilitates management by providing the required information, and with the help of this information, management can take important decisions. The management often requires financial information for decision making, effective control, budgeting, and forecasting. These all are the different concepts. I am reading one by one. First use for management is decision making. Without the help of financial information, decisions cannot be taken. If any decision is to be taken by the management, they need the financial information. Financial information may be related to sales, may be related to purchase, may be related to some income or expenditure. Next is effective control. Management have to control all the departments and all the functionalities of the organization. And without the financial information, management cannot determine which department is working better and which is not. So management needs accounting information for effective control. Next is budgeting. Budgeting, you may have heard, we prepare budgets for the future expenditures. Budgets are the forecasting of future expenditure in advance just for the sake of preparing. We prepare for the future. Budgets are prepared for future. Monetary values are prepared for the future. So management cannot make budgets without financial information, because whatever the financial information of the current year will certainly be used for making budget for the next year. So financial information is compulsory. And the next is forecasting. Forecasting means to estimate the future. What will happen in future? If we want to estimate it, if we want to predict what will happen in future, that is known as forecasting. In business organization, forecasting is also important, because we need to know what to do in future, how much there will be demand and how much we should produce. So forecasting is also an important part of management functions. So for forecasting, management needs accounting information, which is available only with the help of the subject accountancy or the process of accounting. I hope you understand. Accounting provides financial information to assist the management in discharging this function. So the fifth point of the objective is providing accounting information to users. To provide accounting information to users is also an objective of accounting. And users are both internal and external. I told you about the users. Internal users are management, employees, which are internal to the organization. And external users are government, bank, our creditors. These are the external users. Protecting business assets is the next objective of accounting. Another objective of accounting is to have records of assets owned by the business. So it is also an important objective of accounting. Accounting makes record of the assets of the business. Because if we don't know about our assets, how can we protect our assets? How can we know the value of the assets? How can we know which asset now has to be replaced and which assets are running? So for all these information, we need to make proper accounting for assets also. So accounting objective is also to prepare proper records of assets. Accounting maintains records of assets owned by the business. Accounting record रखता है business के सारी assets का, which enables the management to protect them and exercise control, जिससे कि management को कैपेबिलिटी मिलती है उनको प्रोटेक्ट करने की और उनको कंट्रोल करने की. ठीक है, हम लोग फर्स्ट चैप्टर की थ्योरी को कंटिन्यू रखेंगे और साथ के साथ हम लोग न्यूमेरिकल पोर्शन भी पढ़ेंगे, दैट इज डेबिट क्या होता है और क्रेडिट क्या होता है. तो हमारे चैप्टर फर्स्ट और चैप्टर 6 हम साइमल्टेनियसली रन करेंगे. चैप्टर 6 इज रूल्स ऑफ डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट. दीज आर द बेसिक्स ऑफ अकाउंटेंसी. Rules of debit and credit. You may refer chapter 6. Okay. Now I am going to tell you the practical aspect of accounting. Remember that we have studied chapter first up to the objectives point, and we will continue it further in the next video. And simultaneously we will also study what is debit and credit and how to do journal, how to record the transactions in the book. So today I am going to tell you what is debit. In accountancy there are two sides, debit side and credit side. Left side of account is known as debit and right side of account is known as credit, because each and every transaction have two effects. Each and every transaction have two effects always. For example, we purchase goods on credit. हमने उधार गुड्स खरीदे तो हमारे इसमें दो अकाउंट अफेक्ट होंगे. एक तो हमारा परचेज अकाउंट जो कि गुड्स आ रहे हैं, और दूसरा वो क्रेडिटर अकाउंट जिससे हम उधार परचेज कर रहे हैं. ऐसे ही अगर हम गुड्स को अगर कैश में खरीद रहे हैं, गुड्स परचेज फॉर कैश, वहां पर भी दो उसके एस्पेक्ट होंगे. फर्स्ट एस्पेक्ट इज दैट वी आर परचेजिंग गुड्स, and second aspect is that we are spending money, cash is going out. So always there are two aspects, one is debit and another is credit. For understanding debit and credit we have to study further the rule. First of all I am telling you what is debit. It is the left side of account. Okay, and some examples are एक्सपेंस को अकाउंटिंग में डेबिट किया जाता है. इट इज बेस्ड ऑन ए रूल विच विल स्टडी लेटर. एंड रिसीवर को भी डेबिट किया जाता है. जो भी कुछ रिसीव कर रहा है उसको डेबिट करते हैं. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज क्रेडिट. What is credit? It is the right hand side of the account, right hand side. इनकम जो होती है उसको हमेशा क्रेडिट करते हैं. जब इनकम हमें अर्न करते हैं तो उसको हम क्रेडिट करते हैं. इसके साथ ही अगर हम किसी से कुछ रिसीव कर रहे हैं तो जो गिवर है, जो हमें कुछ दे रहा है, वो क्रेडिट होता है. आप लोग इसको साथ के साथ रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट चैप्टर के साथ ही आप ये सब चीजें भी नोट्स में लिख सकते हैं. फर्स्ट चैप्टर के आप नोट्स बना रहे हो आप लोग, इसके साथ ही आप लोगों को ये भी नोट डाउन करना है. ठीक है. नाउ विल रीड टाइप्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. For understanding the rules of debit and credit, we need to study classification of accounts. Classification of accounts, there are two methods of classification. First is traditional method, and second is modern method. First of all, we will study traditional method of classification of accounts. Under traditional method, there are three types of accounts. There are three types of accounts under traditional method. First is personal account. Second is real account, and third is nominal account. These three types of accounts, by studying these three types of accounts, we can easily understand the rules of debit and credit under accountancy. So you have to prepare notes. I am giving you a summary about these accounts now, and we will write it tomorrow. Personal accounts are those accounts which have some identity. Identity means उनकी कुछ ना कुछ पहचान होती है, जैसे सारे इंडिविजुअल, आप लोग, हम लोग, स्कूल, बैंक, इन सब की कुछ पहचान है, ये लोग कुछ ट्रांजैक्शन कर सकते हैं, तो ये सारे के सारे पर्सनल अकाउंट के अंदर आएंगे. सेकंड इज रियल अकाउंट. रियल अकाउंट के अंदर सारी असेट्स आती हैं. असेट्स मतलब हमारी जितनी भी हमें चीजें दिखती हैं और कुछ चीजें नहीं भी दिखती मगर वो हमारी संपत्ति होती है, हमारी ऑनरशिप होती है उनके ऊपर, उसको भी हम रियल अकाउंट के अंदर लेते हैं. थर्ड इज नॉमिनल अकाउंट. नॉमिनल अकाउंट के अंदर हमारे सारे एक्सपेंसेस और सारी इनकम आती है. ठीक है, अभी आपको यहाँ तक नोट्स बनाने हैं, उसके आगे हम लोग कल पढ़ेंगे. और आपको ध्यान है, आपको जो भी होमवर्क मिल रहा है, आपका जो भी नोट्स बना रहे हो आपको उसका पीडीएफ बना के क्वेरी वाले ग्रुप में सेंड करना है. उसके बाद ही आपकी अटेंडेंस मानी जाएगी. ओके, हैव ए गुड डे. थैंक यू.